This article is dedicated to promoting Turanian culture, heritage, and history. The League of 12 city-states of Etruria, nestled in the picturesque landscape of northern Italy, lay the origins of the 12 tribes of Israel. Surprising as it may sound, these tribes found their original dwelling place in the heart of this enchanting region. To further blur the lines of history, the vibrant land of Calabria in southern Italy, renowned as Magna Graecia, emerged as the veritable birthplace of what was once known as Jerusalem. Originally baptized as Salem, this ancient city held secrets that would captivate the imagination of the world. The Leaning Tower of Pisa was the Tower of Babel, but the mysteries do not end there. Cast your gaze upon the iconic Leaning Tower of Pisa, majestically standing in the eponymous city. This architectural marvel served as the original Tower of Babel, placing this very spot at the center of human ambition, unity, and subsequent division. As the various tribes migrated from the east into Italy, Pisa evoking a sense of monumental significance. Babylon stands for Abulon, of the god Apollo, whom the Etruscan called Apollo, from where we also get the word for apple. The word Babel is also where we get the saying, to Babylon, thus the confusion of languages as was written in code within the Torah. It is all a play on words, as English, the so-called language of angels of the Anglo, can be considered a language of angles, as in angles and squares, as witnessed by the Scandinavian runic alphabet, which was originally used by the Turanians, who are the original Canaanites. Turanians are a family of ethno-linguistically related peoples, which include the Hungarians, the Uralic group, Finnic and West Siberian peoples, and the Altaic group, Turkic, Mongolian, Tungus Manchu, Korean and Japanese peoples. The Turanians are the indigenous inhabitants of vast territories in Eurasia, from Central Europe to the Pacific Ocean, and have a rich and ancient cultural heritage. Delving deeper into the annals of history, we find ourselves amidst a famine-riddled land known as Lydia. It is here that Lord Tyrannus, accompanied by his people, the Tyrannoi, sought respite for their weary souls. Guided by their indomitable spirit, these migrants ventured to northern Italy, where they forged an everlasting union known as the League of the 12 City-States. And it was within these hallowed grounds that the Tower of Pisa took shape, etching their mark upon the world. The Tyrannoi, dubbed Tyrsenoi by the ancient Greeks, held themselves as the chosen people of the goddess Circe. From their devotion to Circe sprang the very word circle, which later evolved into church. From these ancestral origins, the word Tyrannoi gradually morphed into Traino, forever entwining its lineage with the descendants of Lord Tyrannus, such as myself. Recognizing the importance of this knowledge, as the sole bearer of this cherished wisdom, my duty compels me to unveil these untold truths to the world. Born from this amalgamation of white and yellow races, the Etruscans embodied a harmonious fusion of ancestry. Their history intermingled with that of the Greeks, who brought their orange-toned race to these lands. It is within the fabric of the Mediterranean landscape where the inception of the Mediterranean race took form, interwoven with hues of yellow and white, still evident in the artistic wonders left behind by the Etruscans. These oriental features subtly endure to this day. It is in the province of Siena, adorned with captivating artwork, that the faces of the Orient purposefully grace the canvases. Oriental influences transcend time, transporting the beholder back to an age when cultures intertwined and artistic expression bloomed. It was the Turanians who taught the Vikings and all the other races the art of metal smelting, and their legacy still remains strong in Japan amongst the master swordsmiths. Yet, amidst these revelations, a misguided notion has emerged regarding the Etruscans. The fallacy, born out of Afrocentrism, asserts that this ancient civilization was of African descent, steeped in prowess and architectural brilliance. However, let it be known that this notion stands firmly on fragile ground, for there exists no irrefutable evidence supporting the claim of a fundamentally African lineage. Any fleeting depictions of black individuals within ancient Etruria arise merely from the migration of Sudanese tribes, who settled amidst the diverse tapestry of races inhabiting this wondrous land. These interlopers, rather than being a sophisticated builder race, emerged as invaders, causing tumult and unrest throughout history. Some Africans, however, did manage to live in harmony with the native Italians in a forgotten era. When the world was young and mysteries abounded, three races coexisted on Earth: the black race, natural inhabitants of the land; the white race, descendants of the Venusians who descended from the planet Venus; and the yellow or Aryan race, descendants of Martians who descended from the red planet. These Martians, known as the Igigi, brought with them the pinnacle of technology and sophistication, igniting a spark of progress within the hearts of the human civilizations that flourished on Earth. As the Aryans set foot on this primitive planet, they were revered as gods by the native tribes. The knowledge they imparted was far-reaching, encompassing everything from the gift of fire and the art of metallurgy to the wonders of technology and intricate architectural designs. They also introduced the concept of fashion, adorning themselves and the humans with exquisite jewelry and embellishing their appearance with makeup. But perhaps the greatest gift they bestowed upon the humans was the knowledge of magic, a power that could bind the forces of nature to their will. While the Aryans embraced these advancements, it was evident that the black race was intrinsically connected to the Earth's environment. They thrived in harmony with the land, clad in minimal clothing and living in tribes, their civilization adhering to a simpler and more primitive way of life. In contrast, the Aryans embraced their Martian heritage, congregating within the confines of their sophisticated dwellings, clothed in intricate garments befitting their advanced society. Through the passage of time, the legends of the Aryans' influence and divine nature spread across the world. Their descendants, known as the Turanian people, would leave a lasting legacy in Zipang, known today as Japan. The Western Emperor, Jinmu Tenno, set up his imperial court in Gyeong, and it is said that the Izumo gods declared the Ninigi line, to which he belonged, as the rightful heirs and guardians of Japan. Examining the depictions of Emperor Jinmu Tenno, the truth of their Martian heritage becomes clear. Clasped tightly in his hands is a bow adorned with the Etruscan Roman eagle, a cryptic symbol representing their Etruscan ancestry. The migratory journey of the Etruscans from ancient times to Japan is an untold story, hidden beneath the layers of history. Furthermore, the emperor is depicted wearing a toga, which stands in stark contrast to traditional Japanese attire. However, despite the undeniable evidence that lies before humanity's eyes, few are willing to accept these historical truths. Pride in a narrow understanding of present-day identity blind individuals, preventing them from acknowledging the collective heritage that intertwines the diverse peoples of Earth. Racism and cognitive dissonance further obscure these facts, particularly within the realm of religion. Islam, Christianity, and Judaism, grappling with their own intricate narratives, struggle to embrace these revelations and expand their perception of the past. Yet, in the constant search for truth, there are those who refuse to let ignorance prevail. They delve deep into the annals of history, shedding light on forgotten tales and shining a beacon of knowledge upon the world. It is through their efforts that humanity may finally transcend the shackles of prejudice, connecting the dots that span across time and space, unifying the threads of civilization into a grand tapestry. Only by embracing the boundless potential of understanding can the full extent of humanity's collective heritage be realized. As the mysteries of the past unfold, the story of the Yellow Race, the Aryans, and the diverse peoples of Earth will begin to merge, painting a more complete picture of our shared history and illuminating the rich tapestry of our existence.